Hello, everyone, and welcome back to John's Food Review. Today, we're going to be trying some Tangy Ketchup Doritos. I haven't done a food review in a while. I've lost plenty of weight, and I'm working tomorrow, and this is like one of the only things I've had today. So, I've been outside most of the day with the cats, so kind of worked up an appetite rolling and running around with them. Um, so Tangy Ketchup. I don't know if it's going to be like a hint of the nacho cheese with ketchup, like basically you just dip in it, or it's just going to be flat out ketchup. But there's tangy ketchup and hot mustard. Mustard? I thought ketchup sounded like the better alternative. Hot mustard? I mean, like a spicy mustard? Or like, mustard that tastes like mustard, but when it's hot. I mean, but it says tangy ketchup hot, so I was like, I'll just go with the ketchup. I don't know if they're new. They don't say new or limited time or another level of sweet tangy crunch. I'll be the judge of that. Fritos Lays. They so here's one side, and there's the other side, completely red. I mean, smells like ketchup. Hmm. Huh. Palate cleanser. Hmm. Interesting. So, I honestly wish it had more of a ketchup flavor, and like the tangy is just because it starts your tongue starts to do that little sizzle, not sizzle, but starts to tingle because of the tanginess that you're really not able to taste anything else. Um, so if it was just a sweet ketchup or something like that, I think it would work well. But everything's got to be tangy and extreme and hot and this and that, that it covers up the flavor because your tongue is too busy, being all tingly that you can't taste it. And then the only time you can taste it is when try to, the roof of your mouth or in the back of your, the back. So it's, if it had been just ketchup or sweet ketchup or something, that would be fine. If if that's the case, it's like just take a freaking Dorito or a plain tortilla chip and just freaking dip it in ketchup, because at least you'll be able to taste it. You know, uh, it's like the tangy shouldn't be like, oh man, there's a sensation on my tongue to where now I can't freaking taste anything. Tangy should be like, ooh, little extra flavor there, not oh boy, I can't taste anything else now. Um, yeah, like when you're doing that, you can taste it, but like tanginess is good, but for some reason when it works with a chip, it just like chips are dry and all that, and you try to put a tanginess on a chip, it just like it's already sucking out moisture from your mouth being so dry. And then you've got the tanginess on your tongue, kind of making it tingle, and then you just can't taste anything else. Um, Sweet, tangy crunch. You can't taste sweetness. The tang is pretty much all that you can taste. The crunch, obviously, is there. Citric acid, spices. The only thing that saves it is the Red 40 Lake. Red 40. You know that's my favorite. Um, Contains milk ingredient. Uh, with chips, it's either hit or miss. Because most chips, it's not like they're baking this flavor into the chip itself. They're just powder all over the chip, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And that's the whole point of trying things. Well, oh, it looks like you tried something else you didn't like. That's not what I go into these things thinking. I go into them thinking I'm going to like it. But, when you have potato chips that say it's going to taste like a certain flavor, but then you can't taste it, or gummies where you taste them and they taste the way that floor cleaner smells, I mean, it ruins it. Or having chips that just taste like other chips, like Lay's. Like, oh, we have a Doritos Lay's flavored chip. It's like, if I want Doritos, I'll just go out and buy a bag of Doritos. Why have a Lay's chip that tastes like Doritos or Funyuns? I mean, if I want Funyuns, I'll just go buy a bag of Funyuns. Um, so I don't go into these like, oh man, I can't wait to hate this. But then it's like they're half-assing it. The concept is great. Again, tanginess with a dry chip, it just doesn't work. If it was like a tangy ketchup on, say, like a burger, where you have that moisture of the burger, that softness of the bun, crunch of the onions and whatever else, tangy and sweet ketchup would go perfectly. But here, that tang is all in that powder. It gets on your tongue. Your tongue starts tingling, and then you can't taste anything else. So it's a great idea, a great flavor idea. It just doesn't pan out very well. Which is why I know that it's a good thing I didn't try the mustard, the hot mustard, because unless it was some Grey Poupon. Oh, can I get you some Grey Poupon? Um, um, so they it's swing and miss. That's what you get with food. But try 'em if you want. I mean, even like the bag doesn't even really smell like it. Just smells like Doritos. You know, you can't even really smell the ketchup. Like, again, they should be infusing the chip itself with the ketchup, because that's how you get the majority of the flavor. If it's just a powder on it, you're not going to get that full flavor. So I don't know if they make their own chips there or whatever, but whenever they do that with the dough or whatever they use, they need to just start infusing that with these flavors, because if these chips themselves were infused with that flavor, this would smell like ketchup rather than just a regular bag of Doritos, because that's what it smells like. There's like this very faint hint of ketchup. Same thing, like I said, when you eat it, you're doing that at the end, trying to get all the powder out of your mouth and off the roof of your mouth and this and that, and you can taste maybe a little bit of ketchup, but like if they had a ketchup flavored ice cream, a tangy ketchup flavored ice cream, as disgusting as that sounds, because we all know what happens when I try that ranch flavored ice cream. That crap was disgusting. That was probably the worst thing I've ever stuck in my mouth. Edible thing I've stuck in my mouth. I mean, what? I mean, John, this is family friendly. I mean, completely forget about anything about that ice cream. John, you joker. Why so serious? But yeah, just stick with Doritos. Just take Doritos and just dip it in ketchup. You'd have a more prominent flavor of ketchup if you were to just do that. If you want to get tangy ketchup, I'm sure they have that somewhere that with a little added, or just make your own tangy ketchup. Either way, it'd probably be a lot better than this, where you can barely even taste it. So, anyway, that's why you try things because you don't know if you're gonna like it. You go into it with an open mind. If you don't like it, you don't like it. If you do, you do. Unfortunately, it just seems like most times when I try things, I just don't really like them because it seems like these companies just don't try hard enough and they just don't care. They're like, ooh, tangy ketchup, let's just do this. But then they don't do what they need to make it taste like ketchup. They're like, oh, just add some extra ketchup powder on that. No, you need to infuse the chips with the flavor. So, but anyway, that's gonna do it for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.